I'm pretty sure most people watched the debate last night between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. And I just want to talk briefly about it. And this is what America has to offer, really? A 78-year-old man and an 81-year-old man? I've said it for a long time now. I feel like it should be an age limit on who should be able to be president. Just like it's an age limit for people to be able to run for president, you got to be 35, I think. I feel like not even just president, mayor, governor, senator, all that. I feel like 60 should be the age limit. If you are 60 years old, you should not be able to run for mayor, governor, senator, president, none of that. You shouldn't be able to do it. So this was my problem, one of the biggest problems I had with the debate. I would rather them have some kind of live fact checking. To whereas you ask the two candidates a question and they answer it, you should have somebody look up what their answer was, like whatever they say, to see if they're telling the truth. And like coming back from like a commercial break or whatever, they should have a monitor behind them and you reinforce the question that you asked and tell the answer that they gave and say, well, we looked this up online and what you said is the truth, and then get their response from that. Because it felt like it was a whole bunch of lying going on last night. Especially the part with Donald Trump. That's what it president ever in the United States history. And then Joe Biden came back and said, you're one of the worst presidents. And then he was like, well, you can look it up. So that's exactly what I did. Soon as, like, during the debate, when Joe Biden said that, I decided to look it up. And I looked on, I don't want people to, you only went to like one or two websites. I went to almost 10 websites. And none of the listings were the same. So it's not like, they just took somebody else's listing and used it as their own. No, I went to like 10 different websites, and all of them had Donald Trump as top 5 worst president of all time. Some lists had him as the worst president of all time, but all of them had him top 5 worst of all time. See, this one right here got him as the 4th worst. This one right here got him as the 4th worst. This one got him as the worst of all time. And then it's more lists coming up. So I don't want you to think it was just these 3, because it wasn't. It was at least like 6 or 7. I forgot how many exactly it was off the top of my head. I think it's 6 or 7. I don't know the actual amount. I can't remember how many. Like, I looked at 10 websites, but some of them didn't give me like the right list. They didn't give me a list at all. But 7 of them I was able to find. Okay, here it is. So one of them got him 41st, so that's 4th worst. This one right here with the dots, that got him dead last. This one right here got him 3rd worst. And then this one got him 43, so that'll be 3rd worst. So based off these lists, Donald Trump said people say he was the best president of all time. But if you look online, so this is what I'm talking about. They should have a live fact checker, because they should have been able to pull this up right behind Trump and ask them to explain why most of these websites got him listed as one of the worst presidents of all time. Because they say he the best, but according to all these polls, I would bet money. Anybody who would want to bet money, I would bet money if they did do that and put that information right behind Trump where he could see it. I bet he would say it was fake news. Well, those are just liberal websites, or those are the leftists. They just hate me and all that. But anyway, in the end, this is my takeaway from the debate. Donald Trump avoided a lot of questions, and then he deflected. They asked him a question about something. He always started talking about immigration, and the question had nothing to do. Like he said, they asked him about January 6th. He started talking about immigration. They asked him about healthcare, affordable healthcare. He started talking about immigration. They asked about other stuff. Like he just started talking about immigration. He lied. I just showed you he lied about being the best president of all time. He said the immigrants are coming over and taking the blacks and Hispanics' job. Most of the immigrants coming over are Hispanic. So I was confused by the Hispanics and the immigrants. Also, a lot of these Republican MAGA people are hypocrites because a lot of those people who own companies are conservatives and MAGA people, and they're the ones who are hiring the immigrants that come over because they don't want to pay top dollar. They pay them under the table less than what they would have to pay a normal American citizen. And then I didn't like the part where he said the blacks' jobs. What the hell is the blacks' job? Like what jobs are you talking about? Because most of the jobs that the immigrants have are like construction and warehouse and all that type of stuff. But who would you like? You talking about the immigrants taking people's jobs, but you're not talking about who's giving them the jobs. The same people who are voting conservatively are the ones that are giving them the jobs. Like you can't have it both ways because you don't want to pay your normal American workers $25 an hour. You would rather pay these immigrants $11 an hour. You can't then turn around and say, well, yeah, we need to get rid of our immigrants, but you're the ones paying them. Like, and then on the flip side for Joe Biden seemed like he tried to act like Trump. He kept calling Trump names or sucker and loser and weak and wimp and all this other stuff. Like they both was acting like some like 10-year-old kids basically. But Joe Biden just seemed like he was just gasping for air. He was always tired. He seemed like he was about to faint at any moment. Like Donald Trump sounded like Donald Trump, his normal self. They're both old, but you can tell Joe Biden definitely sounded way older than Trump. But those are my takeaways. Let me know in the comment section what you thought. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment. Trey T out. Peace.